When it comes to giving names to things, Chicago tends to lack originality. When they were naming community areas, it seems like the city didn't put much thought into it. What should we call that community area where the train loops around? I don't know. The Loop? Hey, that's good. Well, what about that area on the near north side of the Loop? I don't know. The near north side? Hey, you're on a roll. Okay, how about this? The area with a great view of the lake. I don't know. Lake view? And so on. When it comes to naming structures, Chicago folks have a tendency to call things as they see them. Cloud Gate looks like a bean, so everyone calls it the Bean. The Crane Communication Building, which used to be the Smurfett Stone Building, is called the Diamond Building because it's shaped like, you guessed it, a diamond. And the two wavy, cylindrical buildings on the river are called the Corncobs.
This is what a cornfield looks like, honey.
Marina City are two of the most unusual buildings in Chicago. They're laughably vintage, which, ironically, makes them hip. So hip that nobody calls them hip because hip is a laughably vintage expression for groovy.
Feeling groovy.
Yeah! Marina City is a mixed-use residential commercial complex. I've heard a lot of people say that it reminds them of a Hot Wheels playset, probably because you can see cars on the lower 20 floors, which is their parking garage. But most people think it looks like two cobs of corn, which is the name most people call them. In the late 1950s, Chicago's downtown faced urban decline, as residents moved to suburbs to avoid Chicago's high taxes. Instead of lowering taxes, the city decided to create a city within a city to attract middle-class residents back to the urban core, so they could tax them to the Stone Age and ultimately make them want to move back to the suburbs. The building's 65-story design maximized views of Chicago. There aren't any bad views from the buildings. Unless, of course, you really, really hate Donald Trump. Then the view of Trump Tower on the east might not be a good unit for you. The design included residential apartments, commercial spaces, and, you guessed it, a marina. It also planned for a theater, restaurants, and a grocery store, so that a resident would never have to leave the building and spend time in the city they left the suburbs for. The towers were completed in 1964, and in 1967 the marina, which holds 700 boats, theater, and office building were finished. At the time, the residential towers were the tallest concrete buildings in the world. By the 1970s, the high maintenance costs and economic changes led to the building's neglect. Its theater and bowling alley became irrelevant. The theater is currently home to the House of Blues. The office building is now Hotel Chicago, and the apartments converted to condominiums. The complex remains a desirable residential and commercial hub. In fact, I would consider buying one if I could afford the taxes.